The Dalmatian, a breed long admired for its striking coat of spots and its energetic, friendly personality, has become synonymous with firehouses and firefighting lore. Today, many people recognize Dalmatians as the iconic mascot of fire departments, often featured on fire trucks, in promotional materials, and in firehouse settings. However, the history behind Dalmatians as firehouse mascots is rooted in their functional role as working dogs for fire departments, a role that has evolved over centuries and adapted to changes in firefighting technology and practices. The story of the Dalmatian as a fire mascot is not only about the breed's historical significance in firehouses, but also about the deep bond between the dog and firefighters, their role in public safety, and how these dogs continue to symbolize courage, protection, and loyalty today. The origins of the Dalmatian as a firehouse mascot date back to the early days of firefighting, when fire engines were horse-drawn and fire departments relied on horses to pull their equipment. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, fire engines were large, heavy machines that required a team of strong horses to pull them through the streets. The Dalmatian's history with fire departments is closely tied to its role in helping manage these horses and maintaining the efficiency of fire responses. The breed's speed, agility, and loyalty made it an ideal dog for this role. Dalmatians were tasked with running alongside the fire engines as they sped through the streets to reach the scene of a fire, clearing the way of pedestrians and other animals and ensuring the horses remained focused on the task at hand. Horses, though incredibly strong, could become distracted by people, animals, or obstacles in the streets, slowing down their progress to the fire. The Dalmatian's job was to help clear the way and keep the horses calm as it ran ahead of the fire engine, barking loudly to move pedestrians and other distractions. The breed's natural protective instincts and high energy made them invaluable in ensuring that the fire engines could navigate through crowded areas quickly and efficiently. These dogs' ability to run alongside the horses for long distances was crucial, and their endurance made them well suited to this physically demanding task. They would accompany fire trucks on their emergency runs, making sure the path was clear for the horses and the firefighters. In addition to clearing the way, Dalmatians also had a functional role in the firehouse. Firefighters, who were often away from their homes for long hours, relied on their Dalmatian dogs for companionship and protection. The breed's protective nature meant that Dalmatians were trusted to guard the firehouse and its equipment, keeping an eye out for potential threats, such as burglars or intruders. Because of their loyal and fearless temperament, Dalmatians became highly regarded as the guardians of the firehouse. They would often be seen lying next to the fireman's gear, watching over the premises and providing a sense of security during long shifts when the firefighters were away from home or in danger. Dalmatians were also known to be highly social dogs, forming strong bonds with their owners and fellow firefighters. These dogs would often accompany firefighters on their shifts, creating a unique bond between the dog and the crew. This connection between the Dalmatian and the firefighters extended beyond the working relationship. The dogs became beloved members of the Firehouse family. Their outgoing personalities, loyalty, and willingness to work hard alongside the men and women of the fire department made them not only great working dogs, but also cherished companions. Over time, this bond developed into the symbolic connection between Dalmatians and firefighting, a relationship that continues today. As the technology of firefighting evolved, so did the role of the Dalmatian. With the advent of motorized fire engines in the early 20th century, the need for horses in firefighting diminished. As a result, the Dalmatian's primary function of running alongside horse-drawn fire engines was no longer necessary. However, the Dalmatian continued to serve as an important symbol within fire departments. Even as fire engines became motorized, Dalmatians remained associated with firefighting traditions and continued to serve as loyal mascots and companions to firefighters. Their historic role, symbolic of bravery, loyalty, and vigilance, solidified their place in firehouse culture. The Dalmatian as a fire mascot is also symbolic of the long-standing history and legacy of firefighting. Many fire departments across the United States and around the world maintain the Dalmatian as a beloved symbol of their service to the community. Fire departments continue to use Dalmatians in their logos, on fire trucks, and in various promotional materials to evoke the courage and spirit of the fire service. The breed's association with bravery, protection, and selflessness is woven into the very fabric of firehouse culture, making the Dalmatian a symbol of honor and pride for firemen and firewomen alike. The Dalmatian's presence at fire stations and during fire drills remains a source of comfort and camaraderie, reminding firefighters of the important history of their profession and the bond they share with their canine companions. In many contemporary firehouses, Dalmatians continue to be part of the firehouse family, though their role has shifted. Instead of serving as working dogs, many fire departments now have Dalmatians as pets or mascots, often in positions of ceremonial importance. In some instances, firehouses may have a Dalmatian as part of community outreach programs, where the dog interacts with children and families to promote fire safety and awareness. These Dalmatians often make appearances at school visits, parades, and fire department events, where they help raise public awareness about fire safety and the critical work that firefighters do every day. The presence of the Dalmatian in these settings reinforces its long-standing association with firefighting, and it helps foster a positive relationship between the fire department and the community it serves. The Dalmatian's role as a fire mascot extends beyond firehouses, as the breed has become an enduring symbol of firefighting in popular culture. Dalmatians are often depicted in movies, television shows, and advertisements as the quintessential firehouse dog. The most famous example is the 101 Dalmatians franchise, where Dalmatians were portrayed as loyal companions to their human owners and were involved in various heroic and adventurous acts. While the portrayal of Dalmatians in this popular media franchise is more fictionalized, it nonetheless contributed to solidifying the breed's status as a cultural symbol of bravery and loyalty in relation to firefighting. The symbolism of the Dalmatian extends to the historical significance of the breed. The use of Dalmatians in firehouses was not only practical, but also symbolic of the vital role dogs played in the protection and safety of the community. Dogs, particularly Dalmatians, were among the first animals to serve alongside humans in firefighting efforts, and their legacy endures as a testament to the enduring partnership between people and animals in public service. The presence of the Dalmatian in firehouses serves as a reminder of the tradition, bravery, and sacrifice that firefighters make every day, and the Dalmatian's image evokes feelings of pride and respect for the firefighting profession. Today, the Dalmatian's legacy as a fire mascot continues to be cherished and celebrated in firehouses around the world. Even as fire departments have modernized with new technologies, the Dalmatian remains a symbol of the firefighting community's long history and tradition. Its presence as a mascot serves not only to remind firefighters of the breed's history and contribution to the field, but also to educate the public about fire safety and the importance of emergency response. In communities where firehouses still display Dalmatians as part of their identity, the dog is a living, breathing representation of courage, resilience, and dedication, traits that are at the heart of every firefighter's mission. In conclusion, the Dalmatian's role as a firehouse mascot is deeply rooted in its history as a working dog, particularly in its service alongside horse-drawn fire engines. From clearing the path for fire trucks to guarding firehouses and symbolizing the courage of firefighters, Dalmatians have played an essential role in the firefighting profession. Though their practical duties have diminished with the advent of motorized vehicles, the Dalmatian's legacy as a mascot endures, representing loyalty, bravery, and dedication in the face of danger. Today, the Dalmatian continues to serve as a beloved symbol of the fire service, not just in firehouses, but also in popular culture, where its image remains tied to the history and tradition of firefighting. Whether as a working dog or a mascot, the Dalmatian will forever be associated with the courage, protection, and unwavering spirit of firefighters around the world.